Battle pulls up and banks it in.
Hey, basket to basket. Nice little bank to start the game.
And the head coach and took a seat on the bench after that last possession. It's down low for King, and King has her first couple of the day. It would be the Pittsburgh record, sitting right now on 15, and she's got a few games still to go ahead and get it to 16, get that program record. In-Yang swatted again. It was King who got her hand on it, tumbled. Battle. And for Jayla Jordan, cross-court pass from the corner, and it's good. A hot start for Pitt. 7-1, they lead on the three for Mason Malcolm, and a timeout. Referee on the far side had a foul on Malcolm, but waved off. And now, Amari Robinson on the board for the first time. First field goal of the afternoon. Deadly three-point shooter. Can be when she's hot for this Pitt team. 7 to shoot. Battle takes one of her own and makes one of her own.
Right now, she's off to a good start. She had the bank, and now she has the three.
Already 5 points on the day. Liatu answers on the other side for Clemson. Now these teams are heating up a bit. Some of the things she's done this year statistically are incredible. That's why there should be a big push for most improved player in the conference. Dayshanette Harris pulls up and sinks it.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be a big push for Liatu King. Fouls on her early. That is significant in this game.
From the corner. And now Clemson has a lead for the first time today. 10-1 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Robinson, In-Yang up strong and pumped about it afterwards on her way up the floor. Knocked down a couple of threes, feeding down low as well for In-Yang. Got a visitor over here by our table. Hutcherson puts it up, misses it.
I know I almost missed the play because the Tigers over here distracted me.
Amari Robinson left alone. And you can't do that if you're Pitt defensively. Amari Robinson will knock it down.
Yeah, Amari Robinson's having just a great season. Scoring the ball, rebounding the ball. Go-to player for this team.
And swatting this one away, In-Yang.
She scores down low. She comes over to help side, gets the big block. She just needs to settle a little.
5-time WNBA all-defensive team. I know you love to see a steal or a block or a great play in the lane. That's a nice little flip up from Malcolm.
I absolutely do. That's a great take.
Gabby Hutcherson to inbound. Dayshanette Harris read it. Took it the other way. 10 to go in the corner. Harris goes up strong and knocks it down. That pressure defensively turns into 2 points.
And Tigers finally getting hot, and good part of it is from plays like this from Dayshanette Harris.
If the season were to have ended before today's slate of games, it would have been these two teams matched up in the first round of the ACC tournament as they were in the first round last year. A lot can still change over the next 17 days. Averaging 9 points a game this season. Malcolm up to 7 already. In-Yang. And a very friendly roll. And that's 4 points for her today. Washington's back out there with 2 fouls, remember. And Liatu King, same thing, 2 fouls back out there. Both picked them up early in the first quarter. Perkins from 3 knocks it down.
They can trust her with it to make some good decisions, so I'd like to see him get her going.
Whitehorn gets it and puts it back. That's why she's been so successful the last few games.
It is what you want to see. Take some pressure off of Liatu. The more she can have people around her contributing, the more... I love her. She's just one of my favorite players to watch. She has 2 fouls. She goes for the steal. She goes coast to coast and finishes for the layup. Like, Liatu King is impressive to watch. She plays so hard.
From Pitt.
Liatu King with 2 fouls. Like I said, she's just fearless. Goes the length of the floor and finishes on the left side.
Cross-court pass with 5 to shoot. Harris into some traffic. In-Yang is having a day. What a way to mark your first career start for Clemson. For Pitt out there right now, Malcolm and Perkins on opposite ends. They both already connected from 3 today. It's Washington who pulls up and sinks it. Maddie Ott trying to force that one in for Robinson. Nice swipe by Jayla Jordan. Malcolm gets Valentine to commit. Jordan had the swipe on the other end and the 3 on this end.
6 in Littlejohn Coliseum as you see Jayla Jordan knock down the top of the key 3-point.
Back out there after a bit of a breather. And Nia Valentine. Whitehorn tried to fight through the screen. King takes it away. Gets the handle, but lost the fast break.
Yeah, we talk a lot about her offense and her rebounding, but she is a good defender. She does get blocks. She does get steals, as you see. Liatu King getting back in passing lane. Footing right, so she slows it up and ends in another outside shot.
Ebbs and flows and backs and forths. It's Pitt back up by 3 now. With 3 to go in the first half. And a nice bucket from Imani Freeman. And then something good happens.
Thank you.
Dayshanette Harris lost it. Liatu King defending really well, even with her 2 fouls. And gets another 2 on her tally.
Yeah, and I mean, it's good to mention there were a few games this season that I called by Pitt against some really good teams where they just started off so slow that they had to claw their way back the rest of the game, and they lost close ones. So if they could get off to better starts, they put themselves in better position for success. And as you see, Bella Perkins is still hot.
That picks up one early in the 3rd quarter, so foul trouble a theme. Harris in Yang, mismatch there on Malcolm, and she takes advantage of it. 8 points on the day, averaging just 3 on the season. And again, as you mentioned, her first career start. Malcolm, hook shot, got it right back. Battle for King. Nice drive baseline on Robinson. To end the 2nd quarter, just 5 to shoot. Jayla Jordan hasn't looked up at the clock yet. 3 to shoot. Gets it down low to Liatu King. 1 to shoot, puts up a prayer and banks it in. When it's your day, it's your day.
Liatu King, she has 11 points on the day. Shot clock running down. I feel like for the most part, she's had some turnovers that have kind of just been ill-advised, but otherwise, I think it's Pitt scouting her well and forcing her to do things that she doesn't want to.
Terrific for her, shining here at Clemson. Whitehorn blocked by Jordan. And a foul on the floor against Malcolm, I believe, was the point there. Malcolm. My wires crossed there. Whitehorn pulls up and knocks it down. Stops the bleeding a little bit. Lead still 10 for Pitt. Perkins, battle. And Jayla Jordan from 3 has had a hot day today, and she keeps it going.
And it looks good. So they come up empty there, but that's a good shot.
Whitehorn quite offensively today. Started to pick things up on the glass. Whitehorn down low. Robinson gets it to go with 2 to go in this 3rd quarter. Over 3 minutes of a scoring drought for Pitt, but Clemson hasn't really been able to capitalize, and King ends the drought. Gets it back in the corner. Puts it on the deck. Deep 2. Might have been tipped on the way in, and it's not going to be the roll.
Kind of tip it.
Whitehorn, 2 to shoot. And gets the roll. About a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Battle thought about it, still thinking about it. Around the screen from Hutcherson, and it's a nice release to the rim from Gabby Hutcherson. Gets it into Amari Robinson. Have to get her going more offensively. And Yang for Harris. Have to get her involved as well, and that'll help.
That is a huge shot by Dayshanette Harris. Here you see her. Clemson playing inside out. Harris knocking down the 3. She comes back on the other end.
Pardon me, 4th quarter for Clemson. Not redoing this whole game. 4th quarter off to a good start for Clemson. It's gotten the crowd back into it as well. And now we'll continue the momentum for the Tigers. A timeout from Pitt. Perkins. King has to be careful. Has 2 charges called against her today, remember, as well. Goes back up, gets it, puts it in. On this 4th quarter for Pitt. Ott finds an open Harris in the corner. That's 2 threes for Harris in this 4th. Already preaches all the time. It's Perkins drawing it this time.
Yeah, and here you see
only a 5-point game. Perkins from the logo drains it. Answers back for the Panthers. Coming into the day, we talked so much about Robinson against King and that matchup. Both have 4 fouls right now with just over 5 minutes to go. And Perkins gets to roll. Washington's King backing in on Ott. Finds Ayadel underneath, and she gets the roll off glass.
Rappalucci just being in the right place at the right time with a great left-hand finish.
12-point lead now for Pitt. Can they close things out? It's back down to 10. A very lively 4th quarter about halfway through.
You know, there's two sides to that. Dayshanette Harris needs to recognize that that's what they're trying to do as Bella Perkins knocks down another three. She is extremely hot for the Panthers.
Fourth quarter, Clemson run changed that. Bella Perkins has restored it. Just under 4 to play. Getting into that danger zone now for Clemson where they have to start clawing their way back. Whitehorn will help that out with 2. 14 points on the day for Ruby Whitehorn.
You had Liatu being Liatu, but then other people just coming in and taking part of the load. As Dayshanette Harris gets a nice quick take to the rim, and if they keep extending that pressure and are able to get stops and
getting to 15 on the season, one more the rest of the way will tie her with Pitt's single season record. But King, 17 points, 7 boards today, a very strong showing once again. 23 seconds to go. Bucket for Clemson, 15-point game, shot clock turned off.
They have to be proud of the way that they performed today. Pitt, like we've talked about all game, is that momentum, bringing it into the postseason, and all the way around, all of their players pretty much showed up today.